Hi Zed, this is my overnight kit. I just came back I was out overnight last night. I'll put a video up to follow. But this is what I take on an overnighter for winter. Differs slightly for the summer. Less cold clothes, few bits and pieces change, but pretty much most of the kit is the same. Right, I'll go through it quickly with you. I got a Arctic army bag and a Snugpak underquilt in a waterproof compression sack. I've had the Arctic sleeping bag converted so it's got a full length zip down the centre, so I can use it as a quilt, or if it's really cold I can use it to get into, and it's a lot easier getting into a sleeping bag in the hammock with a centre zip that goes right to the bottom, so I can just lay on the sleeping bag and pull the zip up. I've got a dry bag with various bits of clothes in. I got a thermal snud to go over my head to sleep with in the winter. Some long johns, thermal army top. It's a bit easier. Thermal snud, fleecy snud. Thermal army top. Extra pair of warm socks. Leather gloves for axe work and firework, etc. A norgie. All these things would go on in layers just depending on how cold the weather gets. Like I say, I wouldn't take, most of this would just be down to the gloves, so I wouldn't have all that, it'd just be gloves for me in the warmer weather. I've got in the this is the Snugpak underquilt compression sack, but because I've got it in my army compression sack with the sleeping bag, I've got a softy suit in there, trousers and jacket. I've got a Snugpak pillow, it's great, compresses right down, really comfy, excellent for the hammock. I've got a 10th Wonder hammock. It's got a fly sheet, but it's got a double wide zip so that I can open the fly sheet right up if I need to, and it can be tied up out of the way. Cracking bit of kit. It's got 2 layers, so I can put an under blanket, or I can put a thermarest, etc. between the layers. It's also got a 3rd hammock underneath, which is waterproof because it can be laid out and pegged out on the ground and you can use it like a bivvy. I use the waterproof under blanket as a hammock chair because I got it up off the ground. It doesn't need to be waterproof, but I keep it all together and I just take it off and use it as a hammock chair. I've got the Bishop bag, Gore-Tex Bishop bag that I won in Pack to Live's 250 sub competition. I've got a 2 litre Camelback. I've got 2 spare water bottles depending where I'm going. If I got access to water, I just tend to use the water that's there. If I go where there's not going to be water, I take plenty of water because it's used for cooking, washing, drinking. Can't be without the toilet paper. I know you can use leaves, but I'm not a fan of it. I got a little entrenching tool for various things, digging a fire pit, covering my fire pit over, burying the ashes, digging out the toilet, etc. I got a small book of tree identification. I got a folding saw. I've got a Leatherman wave. I've got a Grand Foz forest axe, small forest axe. I've got a spoon knife. I've got my bushy, which is one I had handmade for me by Mark Hill. With all my sharps, I always keep my first aid kit, never without my first aid kit, and I'm using my sharps. Cigar cutter, because I like a cigar. Monocular, just because. LED lenser. off the top of my head. I couldn't tell you what one it is. It's the new version, it's the recharge one. Brilliant bit of kit. I've never seen a light so bright. And I've used Tigers and things for fishing. Phenomenal light. It's a rechargeable battery, but it also takes AAAs, so I got spare AAAs for it. Spare torch, it's not to be without. I've got some glow sticks that I like to put up on some of my lines, my tarp lines, just so I can see where my tarp lines are. Always a good precaution. I've got a Yuko candle lantern in there. I've got my Trangia kit, which I've put a BRS burner in that I converted. I've got a plate, my eating irons. I've got oil and chili sauce. I've got condiments, red sauce, brown sauce, salt and pepper, sugar, salt. I got some Oxos on the bottom there. I got some brown sugar. I got tea bags. I've got my Smart Cafe Press mug because I like fresh coffee. So I've got a tub of fresh coffee that I grind ready for taking out. I've got my tinder box, which I've got jute rope, some Brasso, some Duraglit metal polish wool. I've got some fluff from a tumble dryer. I've got cotton wool, and like I say, the jute rope, all dry tinder. I've got some inner tube for when it's wet and I really need to get a fire started. I've got a spare lighter, always filled and ready to go. I've got matches in a waterproof packet. I've got char cloth because I like to light my fires with a flint and steel. Char cloth, flint and steel. I keep it all in I keep all my my fire kit in the leather pouch. I've got a sandry kit, toothbrush, folding toothbrush, toothpaste and sanitizer, little towel, soap. I've got washing up liquid and a scourer, glasses, wipes, nothing worse than dirty glasses, and of course they need alcohol, so they do burn well. I've got I use my hammock bag, my DD tarp bag, sorry, to put my food in. It's all on top of my all the kit is on top of my DDXL tarp. I use a Burgos 80 litre rucksack. I use the Burgos because it's really comfy for when I'm on my long treks, and because I carry a lot of kit, especially if I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I gotta be honest, it's brilliant. Really comfy piece of kit. You can see how thick the padding is. Yeah, the padding's really well padded. It's got an A-Trek system, so I can adjust the height how the bag hangs. It's all vented. It's got a waterproof bag with it. I can put the camelback in the back. It's got a pouch for the camelback and an opening to bring the drinking tube through. And that's about it. And of course, my winter jacket. Which is fur-lined, detachable fur lining. It's a Polish, it's either Polish or Hungarian one, and I gotta be honest, brilliant bit of kit because I can detach the lining if I need to, and it's really warm. I sat out last night before last, and I sat out till perhaps 12 o'clock in just a t-shirt and that jacket, and it got down to about 0. It went down to about -2 or 3 in the early hours of the morning, but I sat out down to 0 with just a t-shirt and that on. Cracking bit of kit. Right, Zed, I hope that's okay for you. That's my overnight kit. All the best, Zed, and congratulations on the 100 subs. Fantastic, fantastic giveaway. One of the best I've seen on you. I got to be honest, it's a really good prize. I'm sure you'll get loads of VRs for it. All the best. Till next time, bye.